up here, I think, is it? I think it's the police here. Yeah, it is them. So look at this timing here. Just got off the bus, right? Take a look here. I think that's them. No, it's not actually. RCMP. They're stalking today. You can see that. So they're stalking today. You can see that. So you can see them there. They use the RCMP today. There's something different. Haven't seen them too often in Quebec, but there they are. And obviously they're showing up right at the intersection there, or just close to it. As I just got off the bus there. Because why would they be doing anything legitimate either, right? They're the federal police. They're supposed to be dealing with serious issues and whatnot. Essentially, they're like the Canadian version of the FBI. So, you mean, you know, like, you know how corrupt the FBI is in the United States. I mean, so that's about the same situation here. Those people, you can see there, why would they be out doing anything legitimate when they can show up to stalk me when I get off the bus, right? And they're the people who are literally supposed to be dealing with very serious things too. Federal law enforcement. Again, they're like the Canadian version of the FBI. So just as corrupt and all run by the same hidden hand. Because you can see these organizations behaving in exactly the same way in all different countries. All of the Five Eyes countries, for sure. So, we're getting cold, but the sun is still bright. Yeah, the RCMP stalking. It's interesting because I saw them one other day in Quebec. What was it? Like, might have been last week. They were parked at that sporting goods store, I think, that I sometimes pass. I don't know what they're doing there, whether it was because for me or whatever, or whether it was random. But that was clear there today. They weren't right at the intersection, but they were close. They didn't time it. And I have my phone, so. Anyway, got a fairly decent footage there of them. Notice the timing here, police right at the intersection as I get here. Let's see, take a look. Just want to get the car number. You can see that it's set up right literally as I got here too. As soon as I stepped off, stalking police here. Should be able to see their face here. 7411, that's that stalker that was in the video before, that guy there. That job as an officer of the law. Is there somebody in this car here? Let me. So you can see how they're setting this up all along the street here where I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy here. Excuse me, sir. Officer, I need to talk to you, sir. I need your badge number. I 411. That's that stalker that was in the video before. That guy there, that cop. 7441. Sorry. That's the guy who was involved in that incident when they staged a fake event the previous time. You can see he shows up literally synchronizing right at the intersection the moment I get off the bus there. And he's been in my other video, that guy with that individual there, that cop. They set up a ridiculous fake acting skit about a year ago, a little over a year ago, where as soon as I came out, first they had a fire truck go by me, then they had a cop car waiting at the side, and I requested the badge number of the one individual, and then as I continued on, that guy there who was in that car, that stalker there, that cop, he was across the street, so I went over to speak to him to request his badge number because of the documentation I was compiling of their stalking and continued harassment. And he wouldn't respond and just ran into the car. And it was timed so that he ran to the car literally the moment I got there. So you could tell it was all set up. I went through and did an analysis of it the next day and showed how ridiculous the whole thing was and how it was obviously staged. And then a third cop was positioned sitting in the parking lot of a funeral home. And then as soon as I came across the street, he also pulls out. They go up the street and have this fake whatever altercation with some actor who they brought to stage a whole fake arrest, which is all they do. They stage fake events. So that guy there, that ridiculous looking Telly Savalas mustached weirdo there, with his ridiculous rolly fingers mustache looking weirdo, he was one of the ones that was in that video, so I got him again there. You see him showing up to stalk there today too. That's the drug trafficking, crime enabling Ottawa police, who do no legitimate work, traffic narcotics, protect child abusers. You know the deal, all the rest. So we'll get him on there today. Someone's sleeping on the floor again now. So notice, oh, there's that guy, that weirdo again. How many times are they going to send him? There he is again. They didn't time it this time. He's whistling there. Looks like he finally changed that t-shirt. He's holding the Bible open there. It's all an act. He's an actor, that guy. See how many times they sent him. It's often right at this intersection too. check it out. Okay, just got to the intersection. Check it out. Constable. Okay, just as I got to the intersection here, look at this here. Special constable right here. Car number, can't see it. Did see the guy's face though. So that was timed. Special constable showing up to Stock right as I get to the intersection there. I don't have a phone with me, and they still lined that up to synchronize right there. You can see that. That's there. Yesterday they had the police showing up to Stock the intersection as well. And, yeah, I think I caught the face of the one guy there on camera on the glasses. Timed again right to I had just exited the station, and right as I was about to cross, different location again showing up at my exact location and synchronizing with precise timing to show that it's intentional again, just as the police did yesterday. So there it is. No, check it out. That's the timing, yeah. So as soon as I come off the escalator, you can see right away. I come up the stairs, so you can see right away he's there. Notice the timing. Huh. That was timed exactly so that as soon as I got off, you'd see. Good luck now. So. And then look at that here, some of that stuff out. Take a look who's here, right at the intersection here. Check this out. As soon as I step out, right? So they're positioned there knowing that I would come to the doors where they were. Because they'd be the first thing I see, and right away you could see there how that was set up. Three of them positioned right there as soon as I step out. Okay. And then you can see here as well. So that was all set up so that I would get footage. You can see the one guy's like laughing too. It's all to provoke some sort of interaction. But you see how that is. I'm gonna go back in now. So the yeah. So as soon as I come up the stairs, they're positioned right there. They go out the door. I just take a look by the door, step out the door right away. There's 3 police cars positioned right as I come out. And the security guards at Rideau Center doing nothing legitimate and being told to stalk me literally as soon as I come in and treat me like a terrorist when I myself work in the security industry like they do. You can see they're just as illegitimate as the police are. So that was all purposeful there. And that was timed so that literally as soon as I came up the stairs, they told the 2 security guards to go right in front of me. I go to the door, step out, boom, 3 police cars right there, and the security guard starts laughing when I myself am a security guard and was of a much higher status than these 2 mall cops are, actually. Because they get paid next to nothing to do things like that there. So. They tell them to do that too, where they start laughing and whatever to try and provoke some angry response. And I just record them each time. So that's CanCom security that has their guards doing that continually when I come through here. They've been doing it for over a year, but I haven't. I'll take times when I don't come through here and I'll switch it up, going other routes home. So now I've started coming back here again, and they do have their guards do the same thing. Now I emailed CanCom about this last year, telling them that I have over 10 years experience in the security industry, and I was manager of security operations for a very prominent property management company in Toronto. And I asked them why they're having their guards do this whenever I come in, just to pass through to go to the bus. Of course, they ignored the email, pretending that it wasn't happening. So that's CanCom security. You can feel free to email them about that too, if you want to, if you're concerned about the way these, how they're having their employees conduct themselves. Because that was clearly purposeful, and it happens continually as I pass through here. Yep, what is it? Told you. What's the timing? Something different today. People here, okay. Anyway, that was different. I think they did that to avoid using the constables. We'll see security too. As I come up here. Maybe not right here, but they'll make an appearance outside and linger there. That's what your people who are supposed to be doing work, your fare inspectors, are doing too. They also work in these state-run operations to intimidate and harass. If I do a compilation of how many times things like that have happened, it would be like 5 hours long. So, a lot of time. What did I say? Told you. Told you. Right in front of me too, you can see that. Obvious. Purposeful. Right there, you can see that. Told you, I predicted. They come out, they didn't do any patrol out here. He just walks across the doors and walks directly in front of me outside. When I was here last time, I spoke to the guard, showed him my, told him I was the guard myself, a supervisor, and I explained that to him. Oh yeah, I even was going to show him my license, and he showed me his license. And he said, I said to him, so if the police come in and tell you to do something like that, to keep an eye on someone when they come through, do you have to do it? He said yes. So that's why they're doing it. It's the drug trafficking, child abuse enabling Masonic police that come in and lie to them, spread the slander and say you're supposed to watch this person whenever they come through. And they're just doing what they've been asked to do. And sometimes they tell them to do things like giggling and trying to provoke a reaction. And even setting up skits sometimes to provoke a reaction. So got ample evidence of that. But you can see how that was, again, they didn't do anything outside. And again, just like that, those other people appearing literally the moment I got up to the top of the escalator. This was timed so that they exit there and literally did just, all they did was come out and walk in front of me. They didn't do any patrol here, which you would do if you were, you know, doing your job naturally. You'd be doing an actual patrol. That's not a patrol, that's walking outside and intentionally walking in front of somebody to let them know it, that it's purposeful. So you'll see in the video I already have a compilation of the security doing obvious things to show up right when I enter. Let's see what they have today. Take notice of how sometimes they'll be told to like snicker and giggle while they look at me too, to try and evoke a reaction. And you'll recall yesterday as I came up here, that guy who, they had the 3 fare inspectors positioned right up here, doing their act. So, let's see what I have today. I'm gonna see security, but we'll see. Something a little different there. Notice he crossed in front of me right as I got there too. You can see that. It's an act there. Good see? Yeah. Right as I got there, he walks out in front of me, so see the same thing yesterday, but a different location upstairs it was when they did that too yesterday. He briefly glanced at me, but they're told not to make it look too obvious because they know I record. But that was purposeful. You could see he walks out right in front of me. There's no one else there. Absolutely no one in the area other than like one person at the food counter there. No one else around. He goes up, lingers in the hall, that hall area, and walks out directly in front of me. Again, these are called disruption tactics, and it's meant to be purposeful so that the person who's the target of the harassment can clearly see that it's directed toward them, and anyone can see that who's watched my material for any amount of time. So there's no ability for these people to cloak this in plausible deniability. It's purposeful harassment and attempts to intimidate a person anytime they go anywhere. Especially if the person's been exposing the corruption of some of these people. So, always good to get obvious stuff like that when you can. Again, let's just reiterate, there was absolutely no one in that area, and he was sent there, clearly sent there, to walk out right in front of me, look straight at me. When that happens every time you go into a place, even in different areas of the place, like up here, they're doing it yesterday over there, you know it's purposeful and it's meant to be purposeful. So there's no denial by the person who runs CANCOM security that his guards aren't being told to do this. We can see that 100%. So you should email, if you're concerned about this, email CANCOM security and ask them why they're doing this, why they're having their guards do these things, which is clearly these are attempts to intimidate. There was no one else there. You've seen how many times they do this right when I arrive somewhere. Treating law-abiding citizens as terrorists is unacceptable in a democracy. So email CANCOM security if you're concerned about these things, and ask why they're doing this. Now they'll deny it, or they won't respond, but the more people who put them on the spot about this, the more out in the open this starts to become, for others who are dealing with it too, and those who might not know what it is. So again, if you care about these things, and you're concerned that these things are happening in this country, because I've emailed CANCOM security a number of times, and told them that I'm a guard myself with 10 years of experience, and worked in a managerial capacity for a very prominent property management company as manager of security. Now, okay? So check it out now, again. Right? They have this set up so that it seems like there's actual freedom. And the irony is that the very people who are pretending that there's freedom are the people who they're using to destroy freedom. And they're literally embracing their own enslavement. And they don't know how detrimental it is to everyone else around them. And they don't even understand or care. Because they've made the deal, and then they've chosen materialism over basic decency. And these are the people who they use to push these agendas, to act in these fake false flags, to deceive the public. Something is broken within these people. Let's right here. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, oh, that was intimidating there. So yeah, back to what I was saying. The amount of control that is exerted is really mind-boggling. While simultaneously they're presenting what seems like democracy all around you. Like it seems like people are free, but they're not at all, really.
But I don't think
And the irony is, they couldn't do it without these people, right? So they're using these people to, and these people are literally helping them drive them into slavery and everyone else around them. They're deceiving other good people and lying to them and participating in these fake events, and literally embracing their own slavery. It's really, like, I don't know how you get to that point. Even if somebody's going to pay you or set you up with free accommodation for your life, don't they see how stupid it is to endorse their own destruction? It's like, it's going to be fun here. We're going to wait a while. I'll walk down here. This is what is most perplexing. I'll go to the next stop here. This is what is most perplexing, is that, you know, you have people who literally are imposing tyranny on you, putting you into slavery by forcing you to wear a mask, controlling the way you speak, telling you literally even like slaves what to do and say. And not only do these people not go against it, not stand up against it, they embrace it and support it. All because they're getting paid a little bit, or because, you know, their families are taken care of. It's so disturbing. And what's more is there's still a lot of people who don't know this is going on, because everything seems so normal around them. And the very people that should be, you know, opposing this are helping it. Literally helping their own destruction, helping to put themselves into slavery, because they couldn't do it if they didn't have a large segment of the population along with them to push these scams. And these false flags are important because they use them to enact new laws to restrict freedoms, but these people are too stupid who take part in these things to see this. Or they agree with it, one of the two. There's the bus. Because a lot of them are from families who, for years, generations back, have been, you know, government informants. And that has only grown. They've enlisted more people over the recent years to do these things. I'm going to cross here. See if I can get the bus. Probably not. Is there a stop there? So, like, that's the thing, is they knew to be able to do these things, there's one of two choices. You can go in and just impose brutal tyranny, or option B, you can do it this way by placating a lot of the people and having huge segments of the population go along with it. So
people now and see how many. There's the police right here. Okay, right there. They're gonna drive down here. See how many of them aren't. They're gonna drive right by me here. You can see the police there. Coming to purposely attempt to intimidate, obviously, police. Do you think that they would ever actually do any legitimate work? Of course not. Of course not. So, they're going to drive down here past me. Let's see if we can get a good view here. Here they come, okay? Yeah. So they're going to drive by me here, the cops. You know what the purpose of this is, so let's try and get a shot of the stalkers' faces here. Car number, missed the car number, okay. That's gonna go online anyway. Missed the car number. I'll look at the footage. Maybe some of at first the footage caught it. I just didn't see it. Turned my eyes for a minute there. So stalking Ottawa police showing up to threaten, harass, and intimidate. Same thing they've been doing for over 2 years too. Yeah. So no surprises there.